Good evening, everybody. Thank you for hopping on tonight for our incredible doc talk that Sandy McClure, myself, and Dr. Nancy Bryan started a couple months ago. And, you know, it's been an amazing couple months being able to put this information out there. I know all of us are really hungry for information, especially coming from the experts in our company. And I have one of my absolute favorites on tonight. For those of you who don't know me, I am executive consultant too in LifeVantage. My name is Kim Kobensky. I've been in LifeVantage for a little bit over 8 years, and I had a completely life transforming story with our products where it literally gave me my life back. And I will forever be grateful for this company and what it's done for my life on so many levels. I was one of the Club 55, the 55 participants to be able to get the products early. And so I am 8 weeks in or just a little over 8 weeks. I actually just posted my update on my Facebook today. And I have to say, I'm completely stunned with what I'm seeing. And it actually makes me emotional. I promise I won't cry, but I have cried tears over this. Dr. Melody knows, and it's been a very personal journey, one that I've worked with her on through the years as well. And her and I have become such close friends through the years. I'm so grateful to have her on. She is an absolute wealth of knowledge. For those of you who don't know, she is a very esteemed member of our scientific advisory board. And her name is Dr. Melody Rodarte. She's double board certified as an internist and obesity medicine specialist. So this is her forte. She practices out in Arizona, and she was named Phoenix Top Doctors in Obesity Medicine in 2017, 2019, 2021, 2022, 2023, and 2024. Like, mind-blowing. She obtained her Doctor of Osteopathic Medicine from Midwestern University in 2002. And she's also certified in hyperbaric medicine, wound care, and medical aesthetics, as well as bioidentical hormone replacement. She absolutely loves personalized medicine and equipping her patients with tools to stay healthy, as well as getting to the root cause of their illnesses. And that is, I actually had personal care from her for quite some time, and she is truly a gem, one of the best that I am blessed to call my friend. Tonight, she is going to go into detail on our new incredible MindBody GLP-1 activation system, as well as after her slides, we're going to go off the cuff and we're going to just talk about some of our other products that I think really need to be understood, and also why activation is different, why LifeVantage is crushing it, why people are looking at us for their solution to their health situation and their challenges. And I would love nothing more than to hand this over to you, Dr. Melody. Thank you so much for taking time out of your evening. I know you're busy and you run your own practice and you have a husband, Tony, that, by the way, she retired her husband in 2019, Tony, who we know personally as well and love him dearly. But yeah, I want to hand it over to you to take over.
No, thank you so much, Kim. I'm excited to be a part of this. I love that you guys started this. We on the Scientific Advisory Board love teaching, and we know that we have the opportunity to teach and train more than we would ever be able to see in our own practices. And that's how I see this. It's a gift. We have the gift of health, and I want to share it. So not everybody can come to Arizona and see me, but I can definitely help people through platforms like this. So thank you for having me on tonight. I feel very blessed that we are friends as well. And you've let me go, what about this? What about this? And, and all of that. And I'm excited for tonight, you guys, because one, I'm going to just kind of give a little anatomy. We'll go through this. We'll kind of touch on our new MindBody system. That's amazing. It was so hard to have a non-disclosure and not talk about this, but get to watch everybody and I'm going to tell you honestly, I was a little hesitant with the company thinking about this because as Kim mentioned, I'm an obesity medicine specialist. I'm here to tell you that this is a very touchy subject. I'm a very big patient advocate. I don't like the word shame, and I don't allow my patients to feel any of that, especially in my office. And because it can be a lifelong journey, or it could be something that happened in menopause, but weight is already uncomfortable to talk about a lot. And so when we were talking about this and the company was talking about it, I wanted to be one of those advocates for people who have struggled, and to not allow shame to come into the picture with whatever they've done to get from point A to point B, and knowing that now we have another incredible option to give to people on this journey. So with that, I will, and I'm sorry I use my hands. I'll try to not use my hands as much. I'll share my screen. We'll go through this. I can talk fast because I really do agree, Kim, that there's such an incredible opportunity for us to kind of do Q&A at the end as well. So let's do this. Oh no, let me see here. Kim, can you see what I'm doing right now? Let's see. I was just saying I don't want it to happen with what happened earlier this week recording. I don't think it's going to let me share.
Pick if you co-host. It's going now.
Okay, thank you. Okay, can we see now? Perfect. All right. So this is one of the phrases I like to say in my office. Diet is the most important influencer of the gut. Food can be medicine, or food can be poison. So hopefully that definitely makes a resonating kind of emotion inside of you when you see this. I have to click. I'm going to get good at everybody's platform here. So let's talk about nutrigenomics. So why is food medicine, or why can food be poison? It's because nutrition actually can help with cell signaling, and it can turn on and off genes. And so nutrition is incredibly important, and what you put in your mouth makes a huge difference here. And it's helpful for cell signaling, and it's helpful for gene activation. And so I love this picture because we tend to think about food noise. In obesity medicine, we hear this word a lot. And in outside world, sometimes we don't hear this term at all. And so it's kind of like thinking about food all day long. What is it going to be for breakfast, lunch, and dinner? Will I be full? Will I be satisfied? Will it upset my stomach? All of these types of things are going on inside. And some of us are wired where it doesn't turn off. And the incredible thing that we have learned through nutrigenomics, and specifically by activating GLP-1, is this food noise really slows down and goes away, and the control is just absolutely incredible. So let's talk anatomy here. So we have a lining that goes from our mouth all the way to our bottom. And this is called our microgut, our microbiome. And it's really important for you to kind of take a snapshot of your intestines for you to understand where we are trying to really activate GLP-1. There are these cells called L cells. And I'll show another picture in a minute. But this is where you really have a communication from the outside world to the inside world, that through that your blood. And whether it is intact or not, there's a message being sent, and that can make a huge difference to whether or not you are more prone to inflammation or autoimmune conditions, or even malabsorption and nutrition deficiencies here. And so you want those cells to be nice and tight. You want these little fingers up here to be doing their job, where they can have a nice microbiome on top, and it helps with your immune system and everything. So you don't want them to be separate or leaky, because then things are getting through into the bloodstream, and then they can cause havoc here. So here's another kind of like side view here, showing you that L cell. It is inside the intestines. The L cell is the cell that releases GLP-1. And this is really where we want to activate. And if you kind of look to the right, you're going to notice there's communication straight to the brain here through the vagus nerve. So that gut-brain axis is so important. It's there from the beginning. And so there are ways that you can increase your GLP-1 by eating the right foods, by taking care of yourself, and this GLP activation is triggering a sense of fullness, satiety. Those are two words that a lot of us use these days. It's important for glucose homeostasis. And let's see here. If I goes here, there it goes. And this is the other slide. I got out of order here, but the proteins are important. Fiber is important. So many people are starting to learn about lentils and other types of food that will have proteins and fibers and ways of increasing that GLP-1. Healthy fats, probiotics, prebiotics. Those of you who like kombucha, guess what? There's kombucha in our product. So, and let's kind of get to the nitty gritty here. Those of you who are on synthetics, guess what? I think I'm so happy that they're out there, but there are side effects, and they're not very cost effective these days. And so it's beautiful that we have something that we can activate and use natural products, use food as medicine here. And so I will tell you, on the market, it's very busy right now. I've been to a couple conferences, and unfortunately, there are no clinical studies showing that they're increasing GLP-1 in that specific form as we are being able to see in ours. And so, and some of them can be 5 or 6 or 7 products to trying to get the same GLP-1 activation. And so I love that I can present to you our GLP-1 system. And so the tagline you'll hear from LifeVantage is "Take it to make it." And so I'll go through a couple products that are all about this, taking it to make it. So we have a relationship with food, and it does help really how we feel, how we act, how we function. And we really want to reduce that toxic cycle of emotional eating and the diet culture. And I love really helping patients take back control of their health. And that's what we are offering here, is a system to really increase your own natural production of GLP-1 inside those L cells. So what are the benefits for activating GLP-1? Well, that sustainable weight loss and wellness that you can see and feel, as well as balancing hunger hormones. Satiety is a word that means fullness. Like, you can put down the fork and walk away and not feel like you are still hungry. So many people don't have that, and they watch other people. Like, when am I supposed to stop eating? They don't have those cues. And what I love about GLP-1 is it really helps those cues, where you can put the fork down and you're like, I'm used to eating more and I don't have to eat as much. It's quieting the food noise. It's cutting down cravings and that desire to go look for a snack. The biggest thing that I love, it is helping that glucose homeostasis in keeping blood sugars in that normal, healthy range. This slide I love because so many people think of GLP-1 just for weight loss, and it's for so much more. We have receptors on all of our organs, and it's really important to have it good GLP-1 levels for other systems. And this picture, you can snap a picture of it, you can look at it, but I love that if you look at the kidney, it says increasing diuresis and natriuresis. So many people tell me about kind of like feeling a little less puffy when their GLP-1 is increased. So many benefits here. And there are actually indications to help with cardiovascular and as I mentioned, the kidneys, how about neurodegenerative issues and protection? So GLP-1 is helpful there. And so there's a myriad of metabolic benefits that we know about GLP-1. And so again, we're talking about glucose-dependent stimulation of insulin, glucose homeostasis. So it's helping with that normal glucose level. It's slowing down that gastric emptying. That's why you're starting to feel full. It's reducing food noise. I mentioned that picture of the kidney, increasing natriuresis and diuresis. That's kind of that puffiness, the edema, swelling effect, cardio and neuroprotective effects. And then I love this part, beta cell proliferation and apoptosis. Our pancreas, the B cell makes insulin, okay? You want those B cells to stay healthy your whole life. And so by having a natural GLP-1 in good ranges is helping that. And so I think this actually is the same slide. There we go. So what is our MB system? It is a dual activation and amplification system. So let's talk about dual activation, what that means. We are activating GLP-1 release from the L cells. That is a direct activity here. And then we are indirectly activating GLP-1 by optimizing the gut. That's through the powder. So it's 2 capsules and 2 to 4 scoops of the powder. And you're optimizing the gut by helping short chain fatty acids. Those are your fuel. That helps your microbiome and your micro gut. If you remember that tube I was telling you about, it's lined with microorganisms that are helping your body function. And so some of the core ingredients are lemon bioflavonoids, chromium, berberine, hesperidin, acacia, matcha, eggplant, yerba mate, and or mate, people say the same thing, and honeysuckle. So some of you might have already looked at these ingredients, wondered, hey, can these help me? I think the most common ones are like berberine and the lemon bioflavonoids as well as chromium, but so much here. And this specific blend, this proprietary blend is what is working, as well as this MB Enhanced. So you've got your fiber. Those of you who are not used to eating fiber, you are going to have fiber in your system now. Very helpful for you to feel full. Prebiotics, digestive enzymes are in here. You've got minerals, vitamins. I love this because in my clinic, I will tell you, these are like key things that I'm adding to people on their weight loss journey. And so now I love it because there's a blend, patent pending, that is doing this for you. And so the first study, the in vitro study, showed that we had an increase of 54% in GLP-1 production. And so that's kind of how you can see the light up there between the two pictures down there. And so when both products are used, you are seeing this gene expression. And I love it. Take a picture of this. You can look at it. You can go to the website, lifevantage.com. You can click on the GLP-1 system, and then you can click on the science page and look through all of it. For those of you who are, geeks like I am, you're going to look in that bottom right corner and you're going to be surprised by that number, 38% decrease in DPP4 gene expression. You guys, that is allowing GLP-1 to stay in a higher level. That is an enzyme that breaks down GLP-1. So that is where you're continually getting to have sustained GLP-1 levels. And then I love these 2 neuroendocrine peptides, PPY and PYY. These are hard to increase in the body, and our system was shown to increase that and help restore the communication between the gut and the brain. And that's really, really important here. And so on average, you're seeing 140% increase in GLP-1. So you're getting activation and amplification. And so there was an average of 9 pounds in 8 weeks that were lost in the human clinical trial. That was 12 weeks, and up to 25 pounds in 12 weeks. That's really important because I will tell you, Weight loss, about 1 to 2 pounds a week is safe and effective. Can people lose more? Yes, but we want to do it in a safe and effective manner. And this is an incredible way of doing it so that we're not losing muscle mass. We're not having horrible side effects. You're able to then make the lifestyle changes that you need to for sustained results here. And I wish I got together with Kim earlier. There are better pictures now that are out there. I could have thrown these out there. You can go on the Facebook site, though. You can go on the website. There's so many really great pictures. Tomorrow I'll be doing one with Shauna, whose picture is here on the right. This was only the 2-week picture. Wait till you see her 8-week picture as well. So I always tell everybody I wish we named it different than Club 55 because everybody thinks I'm going to tell them results of 55-year-olds. And I'm like, no, there were 55 participants. But I'm going to switch gears for just a little bit because I have to talk about my favorite product here, which is the Protandim NRF2, because I want to help people make their own antioxidants. So we take Protandim NRF2 to make antioxidants, the most important one, glutathione. So let me back up a minute here. If you go to PubMed, you can find this study, the effects of GLP-1 on oxidative stress and NRF2 signaling. There is a connection here. NRF2, if you look at this slide, is increasing your body's production of antioxidants. What do? They reduce oxidative stress and free radical damage. This is the best way to fight the signs and a source of aging. And so what's the difference between taking Protandim versus taking antioxidants like vitamin C or E or other things? Well, you are doing this at 1,000,000-to-1 ratio versus a 1-to-1 ratio. So there's many benefits. There are other webinars just going on this product. So if you want more information, please look at it. But the biggest thing here is as you lose weight, you're going to increase your oxidative stress. So we want to put on something that's supporting your system to reduce that. I think somebody might be unmuted. Please make sure you're muted in the back because I can hear the papers ruffling. And oh, is it my speaker?
No, it's Greg Beaker.
Oh, okay. There we go. And then the collagen is the next thing that is, I guess, if I'm going in order, NRF2 is first, liquid collagen, and the GLP-1. That's just me. But liquid collagen is incredible. I actually can say I finally have one that I love. Our liquid collagen restores, repairs, and activates. So you're getting 3 systems in one. And so we want to take our Healthy Glow Essentials stack to make antioxidants and collagen. And if you think about it, when you're on your weight loss journey, you really do want to have collagen on board. 1, they are amino acids. 2, your body is changing and you want to support that. It's not just skin, hair, and nails. Again, we have separate webinars when it goes over this stack particularly, and we can go into detail on this too. And then my last but not least, because so many of you have asked me about it, do I continue fat burn? What do I do with fat burn? Well, I love this product. The main ingredient is Sinatrol. It's used in Europe because as we get older, we lose our brown fat. Brown fat is active fat. It is not white fat. It actually helps you burn more calories. It's what babies have. And think about babies. They have to find a way to always stay warm. That's because they have brown fat. They don't shiver. They don't get cold. As we get older, we lose our brown fat. So Sinatrol helps this. And when you take it, this has got a clinical study that showed that you burned 181 more calories without doing anything. And so it's great for maintaining glucose homeostasis as well and supporting healthy weight management. And this is the slide that I love because, I'm a science geek. And so it's actually helping increase the breakdown of your triglycerides and increasing free fatty acids. And that's really helping with lipolysis and that metabolism, and it's going to help with your weight loss journey. So just leave it there because I can get wordy. Okay. And so I wanted to run through this quickly so that we would have time to really, I think the important part is being able to open this up more and talk, have conversation. Because I think when I get on, a lot of people are like, oh, okay, she's an obesity medicine specialist. Can we get a little bit more detailed and go? But I'm going to tell you my favorite part is still going to be a healthy lifestyle. Your sleep is important. Who you hang around is important. Your food is important. And then activating your body. It's a whole system. You can't do one without the other. So Kim, I'd love for us to be able to have our discussion, and then Sandy also. I think you were going to jump on, maybe.
I love this. Thank you, because I am not in the medical profession, but I'm a science geek, and I've spent years researching, and I self-advocated myself back from the worst place that I had ever been, and kept running into dead ends. And honestly, it's such a blessing to know that there are doctors out there like yourself that keep pushing for more information, because I do feel like in my circumstance, the answer was always, you need to be on antidepressants or anti-anxiety medications. I need to prescribe this for you or that, or a thyroid medication or what have you. And I was not sick. They wanted to take my gallbladder out. So many things that I went through, and I finally gave up. And I just, I got on my knees and I prayed over my health. And that same day, LifeVantage, literally right after that, LifeVantage was placed in my hands. And I feel like we have this tremendous gift in our hands, right? And we can place this gift in somebody else's hand. And that's our job. And it's their job whether or not they want to open it and see what's inside of it. And I would love to get your perspective on why, as a double board certified doctor, you chose LifeVantage. I mean, what is the one thing that really got you involved?
So I've been a part of LifeVantage for 10 years now. As you mentioned in the quick bio, I did wound care and hyperbaric medicine. And we did nutrition, we did IVs, and this was, 15 years ago. And it was really important to help the cells. Like, I understood that. So from the beginning, I would always tell my patients, okay, food is medicine, but sometimes we have to supplement. And I was very picky with what I put them on for supplement wise. So it wasn't an uncommon thing to do if you were with me. But 10 years ago, what I was doing wasn't helping my son. And I was so grateful that someone introduced me and just said, hey, can you watch this ABC in primetime? And I had never heard of Protandim. My mouth actually dropped, because I was like, why are there PubMed studies on this? And I don't know about this, because I knew about oxidative stress. And so I couldn't stop reading that night. It was just back then, 10 years ago, there were 16 studies. If you look at Protandim, if you just go to PubMed, type in Protandim, there's 30 plus now. And that's just exciting to me. It's not even done by this company. So for me, it was feeling like it was going to be malpractice if I didn't share this, that there was something out there for everybody to slow down that aging process, reduce oxidative stress, slow down the aging process. And so it just became a no-brainer for me to talk about. But for me in medicine, it's very easy for me to recommend things. It's whether or not someone wants to implement it. So I just feel like I have a gift of giving health. And so it's really easy for me to talk about. I will tell you, a lot of people say, oh, you're a physician, everybody does what you say. And I say, nope, they don't. I left insurance-based medicine in 2012 because I didn't want my pay or my structure to be dependent upon my patients' results. Don't judge me for that, but I didn't feel like I should get paid less because someone's A1C was not correct, even though my plan was correct, but I didn't go home and implement it for them. So I left that world and I really got into obesity medicine. And I'm very thankful because, as I mentioned, people don't know how to do weight loss medicine correctly. A majority don't, in all honesty. They just tell people eat less, exercise more. And that's not the answer. I've been doing this full time for so many years that it doesn't work for a majority of people. And especially with how food and nutrition is, the fact that there are 2/3 of the population are either overweight or obese, there's an issue here. It's more than just eat less and exercise more. So, that's why I loved talking with you, because I'm like, Kim, I promise there's more. Do not let other people like snuff out your candle. It's like on so many levels. And why I'm doing all of these webinars when people ask and why as a double board, it's because we have something that's a gift. I've never seen anything like this. So I will take the time and talk and promote it, because I can't see everybody in my clinic, but because I am available on a recording, maybe someone can hear it now and go, oh my gosh, can be an option for me to get healthy again.
Absolutely. I know that a lot of people on here want to know the burning question for the packages that, why I see a lot of people just doing the GLP-1 and it's incredible. Yes, it works on its own, but can you talk about the pairing of NRF2 and MindBody, and then also the premium stack, which is NRF2 liquid collagen and MindBody? Because in my eyes, that is a power pack, because I'm sure that you're with me here, that we've seen another level of health challenges overcome when we added in the liquid collagen activator. I'm completely blown away by what it's done. And I would love for you to address those two things, because I think I just want to convey to people that activation is so key.
It is. It really is. And I'm going to tell you, the first few weeks to months of weight loss, your body is changing. And I really love that when you add NRF2 and collagen in, you're supporting the cell even more. And that's why I'm a big advocate of doing it all. And I'm going to just be upfront. I know we're recording this. We can always change it up. I make things affordable for people. So if I've got to say, okay, it's going to be, a half an NRF2 every day and a half of the liquid collagen every day, or the collagen comes in 30. And so how about we do 2 to 3 bottles a week? I kind of do that because I want some benefit, and I also want them to save their money by not going somewhere else and not telling me, oh, I got a collagen from so-and-so and it's not working. I'm like, I'd rather show them how to extend the cost and the duration of what they are able to afford to make it cost effective and not waste on any other product. So hopefully it's okay for me to kind of talk about that part. But when I talk about specifically our collagen, I'll tell people there are ones out there that might replace or help maintain or replenish kind of thing. But there's nothing that is activating, replenishing, and maintaining in a bottle. And I think that's why we're patent pending there too, is the NRF2 and the collagen. Our study showed what it did. For those of you who are science geeks, I mean, it's incredible for you to go. My favorite thing is we reduced MMP9 activity. That breaks down collagen, you guys. It's amazing, the studies that we have. So if someone is on a strict budget, I will work with them and I will tell them how to make it last maybe 2 or 3 months, but get it in their body and use it, because we want transformation. We want to support. That's kind of how, hopefully that's a long, short answer.
No, it's amazing. And I really, truly appreciate that information, because I know for myself that just the results that I've seen with continually adding when we have new products coming in, and just the ultimate benefits that I've seen in my own self. But also it's shockingly incredible to see and experience when you're doing this on a daily basis, people calling you and literally saying that you changed my life. And, you know, and these, they're getting younger and younger and younger. And I've just received the most amazing text about a 19-year-old. And I'm telling you, he was so sick. And in 3 weeks, his blood work was astounding. And in 3 months, he said he doesn't even remember what it's like to be sick. And I won't go into detail, but his life is forever changed. And to see this plain as day, I have a 19-year-old boy, so it really hit home for me. But I do appreciate your time on here tonight. I am going to stop the recording now so that we can open up and have more of a discussion, and you can answer any questions that people have, as well as we will respect your time. But I thank you so much, my dear friend, for coming on. I so appreciate you, and I'm really excited for your journey too. So